Hey everyone, it's me, Goku! Don't forget to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming. Here, you'll find the latest Dragon Ball news and content. Also, don't forget to like the video and follow Unreal on both Instagram and Twitter.
Kakarot! You, Kakarot, you will be the first to turn on notifications. And give this video a like right now, or else I'll destroy you!
With the God of Destruction Beerus now instructing Master the Ultra Instinct Goku to step aside, with Beerus now being shown battling against Moro, the overall tension now involving both Moro and Beerus seems to be intensifying as the fight now continues, as with Moro now looking to put an end to the God of Destruction by claiming his title after defeating him. This ultimately now begs the question on whether or not Beerus does have what it takes in order to contend against a Master the Ultra Instinct wielder, which also begs the question on whether or not Moro does have what it takes in order to put the God of Destruction down once and for all. Now, before we dive any further into this video, if you are new to the channel and of course have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball related, including its manga, anime, video games, fan animations, fan mangas, and more, in which would also like to be kept up to date with everything in regards to the Dragon Ball Super manga, the Dragon Ball Super anime, Dragon Ball video games, and any and all additional content within the Dragon Ball universe, then I do encourage you guys to head on over and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to always be notified whenever a brand new video is posted onto the channel, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys are simply excited to see what the future holds for the Dragon Ball franchise. And with all that being said, I want to thank you all so much for your time, thank you all so much for supporting the channel, and now let's dive straight into the video. As our story continues, following the events of Ultra Instinct Moro being shown having to finally reveal his true power to Beerus, with Moro now appearing to be very grounded in not looking to hold anything back, that was when Moro went on to address Beerus by telling him, "I suppose now that you can see that I wasn't bluffing about my power, maybe now you realize how completely hopeless you truly are against me. I want you to see a bit of an example of what I mean," Moro adds. "Don't blink or you just might miss it." "This is bad," Goku went on to chime in. "Moro's power seems endless. Hey, wait, Whis, look, is that? What's that surge of energy What's this?" Beerus says. As out of nowhere from behind Beerus, it only now appears as though one of Moro's clones had gone in dashing directly towards Beerus, and from there being shown quickly attacking him, that's when Beerus went on to block off the strike by responding, "Very clever, wizard, but it'll take more than just a clone to be what destroys me. Whoever said there would only ever be one destroyer?" Moro asks. As once again from the other side, Beerus had then quickly gone in noticing another clone making his way towards him, as with both clones now attacking Beerus at the same time from opposite ends in sandwiching Beerus in, it was only from there where Goku went on to chime in by responding, Did Moro really split himself that quickly during his power-up? How in the world did he even do that without any of us noticing?" "I will admit," Beerus went on to respond, "if I was anyone else, this little essence splitting of yours would have surely done me in. But I'm no ordinary being. If this is the best that you can do after powering up this much, then this has just become a giant waste of my time. Cloning yourself in hopes of beating me is child's play and won't get you very far against me at all," Beerus says. "Whoever said anything about solely relying on clones here, Destroyer? There are many more more horrors that I have yet to show you. As with the real Moro now appearing out of nowhere in front of Beerus as Beerus was fending off against the clones, Ultra Instinct Moro from that point on had gone in uppercutting Beerus in the stomach as Goku went on to chime in. Moro looks like he found the opening that he needed to distract Lord Beerus long enough to gain the upper hand. I can't just stand around while he does this. I've got to help him, Whis. I understand your concerns for Lord Beerus here, Goku, but until he says so, you are to remain where you are, Whis says. As with Moro now being shown grabbing onto Beerus' face and now having to be shown dashing up in the air, that's when Moro went on to tell him, there is room for only one Supreme Destroyer in this universe, and that title belongs to me, Beerus. I will lay claim to all of these worlds beginning with this one, and I won't allow you to stand in my way. Oh, just look at him go. Where is he taking him, Goku asks. What's Moro doing? To where as we then see how Moro had now gone in reaching the uppermost levels of the atmosphere and from there being shown throwing Beerus out into the distance, Moro's primary motive now was to make sure that he had gotten rid of Beerus once and for all, as Moro went on to throw Beerus out into deep space by telling him, you were nothing more to me than a warm-up act in getting myself better adjusted in using Ultra Instinct. Now die within the voids of space where you belong. I can't see what's happening anymore, Goku chimes in. Did he just throw Lord Beerus into outer space? Well, that certainly must have hurt, Whis went on to chime in. His pride, I mean. I doubt Lord Beerus is actually hurt from that, with Goku responding, oh, this is really bad. This monster isn't going to stop until everyone is dead, and I can't just stand here and watch him do this. Come on, Lord Beerus. Did that puny destroyer truly think he would annihilate me as easily as he thought, Moro questions? My power is only just beginning to reach new levels as I master this Ultra Instinct. Let him rot in darkness while I lay waste to this world, Moro adds. And if he dares to find his way back, then the pain will only be amplified tenfold. I am God, not you. To where in that very moment, it only appeared as though Ultra Instinct Goku was now looking to take action as Goku went on to shout, I'm sorry, Whis, but Lord Beerus needs my help. I'm not just going to— You will remain put, Goku. I understand you want to help, though this is all of your fault to begin with. This is no longer your battle to wage, Whis says. You are severely underestimating Lord Beerus' ability here, Goku. Forget what you know after fighting him many years ago and watch what he does now in the moment, Whis says. Look at it. What an abundance of life to consume and devour, Moro says. So many creatures to eat, so much power to consume, and no one to stand in my way of taking it. Once I dispose of Goku and his friends, the rest will come easy. Let us begin the great harvest, Moro says, as he then went on to stick his arm out in assumingly about to consume planet Earth's energy. It was only from there where Moro went on to continue, this universe will never know peace. I will be its ultimate judge and executioner, its one and only true God. And now to feast upon this world and all of its inhabitants. But then, to the surprise of Moro from behind him, that's when Beerus went on to pop back up by responding, I'll admit this much, that was quite the act you pulled on me, wizard. It's not often where you see someone get the better of a god of destruction like that, but that's as much as I will give you, he says. But that's not possible, Moro utters, but how? How are you back so quickly and without much damage done onto your body? You shouldn't be this calm and relaxed. What did you do? Speak, destroyer. What have you done? With Beerus being shown dusting himself off by responding, I didn't do anything, creature. All I did was focus solely on your movements to determine your weaknesses. Your power may be impressive as a result of you stealing it, but I think I've seen enough here today, Beerus says. You are hoping to hurry and master this new power of yours before it's too late, aren't you? Silence, Moro shouts. Who do you think you are to make such remarks when you are the one who is in no position to speak? You talk as though you figured everything out and have already won. Pathetic. This just only proves one thing to me, Moro says, that you are able to take a punch or two, but that's it. You will not be what stands in the way of my destiny, Beerus. But even then, within that moment before Moro could even react, we only then see how Beerus had gone in speed blitzing directly directly in front of Moro and then being shown punching him in the stomach by responding, "That's enough out of you. You must have eaten your way into delusion if you think you have any chance of winning. Payback is in order, wizard. Let's start with your opening strike on me from before," he says. "This was for laying your hands on a god and thinking you had any sort of chance of overpowering me when you did." "No," Moro shouts. "Die, Beerus!" As right after Beerus was shown punching Moro with Moro attempting to do the same, Beerus from that point on had quickly gone in avoiding Moro's strike by responding, "Oh no, we're not done. This was for using those ridiculous clones of yours in battle," Beerus shouts. "On top of striking me again when you saw the chance. Punishment is in order, Moro. And this is for assuming my title as god when we both know you could never be one. And now this," Beerus continues. "I think you know what this one is going to be about. This is for throwing me into outer space expecting me to die in the process of doing so. Now back down onto the earth you go, you animal. This planet serves more of a purpose for me than you think, and I will not allow for you to ruin it for me." As the very second Beerus was then shown having to double axe handle Moro across the head, Moro's body from that point on was shown having to make its way down onto the earth in record speed, with Goku having to chime in, "Beerus caught him. I'm seeing it with my own eyes, but I still can't believe it. Lord Beerus is good, really good actually. Oh, he's so much better than I ever would have imagined, but where was all of this power before?" "It's always been there with him," Whis went on to respond. "He just tends to bring it out whenever he thinks it's worthy of him doing so. I told you not to judge this battle prematurely, did I not? Well, I told you this would happen." As the very moment Moro's body was then shown having to hit the ground below, that's when Goku went on to continue, "I don't think Moro really had the chance to use Ultra Instinct the way he wanted to out there either. And I think Lord Beerus noticed that and took advantage when he did." "Well, you're not wrong," Whis went on to respond, "but there's still that chance that this creature could start to use Ultra Instinct better if Lord Beerus doesn't put an end to him right away." "What an impact," Goku responds. "It's almost like Lord Beerus has Ultra Instinct himself too. Amazing." "Though I wonder," Whis chimes in, "this Moro is very durable and cunning. I just hope Lord Beerus does what is needed so we can head back home." To where all a while in the meantime, as we then go back in seeing as to how Moro was now lying on his back, as he was trying to do everything within his own ability to stand back up, that's when Moro went on to comment, "This cannot be. I am Moro, the mightiest life form in the entire universe. How can I, after acquiring such power, fall like this? Why? I will not die on this rock. I have come too far and have done too much to fail now. God of destruction, Beerus, you haven't beaten me yet. I am the eater of worlds, the eater of dreams and life, whereas you are just an animal, a puny, self-entitled, so-called god. I have surpassed the gods," Moro shouts. "I will show you pain. You will not be what destroys me. I will use every trick, every attack, every tactic I can to end your life." "Well, you don't seem to be doing a very good job at the destroying part now, are you?" Beerus asks. "Oh, damn you. How dare you continue to mock me? No more," Moro shouts, as he was only from there once again shown dashing right back at Beerus. In doing what he could in his attempts of striking him, that's when Beerus went on to move out of the way by responding, "Fighting a bit sloppy now, are we? I'm not getting under your skin now, am I?" To where even then within that very moment, as Ultra Instinct Moro was doing his best in his attempts to strike Beerus, Beerus from that point on was shown having to avoid each and every single one of Moro's strikes, as Whis went on to ask, "Amazing, isn't it?" "I can't believe it," Goku says. "Lord Beerus is not just able to hang in there against someone who has Ultra Instinct, but he's also winning by a large margin. I see what he's doing out there, Goku adds. Lord Beerus is punishing him and reminding him of the difference between their power. It's almost like he wants to embarrass Moro first, whereas we only then see how Beerus had gone in punching Ultra Instinct Moro in the face as Moro went on to fall back down, as he was now visibly placed in a very dire and difficult position. That's when Moro went on to shout, "This cannot be! I shouldn't have this much trouble against this worm, so how is this possibly happening? How is he in control?" "Perhaps I've been a little too relaxed with you," Beerus went on to tell Moro. "You've proven to me what I've always known about you, and that's the only sentence that's best suited for someone like you isn't imprisonment, it's death. You are far too dangerous to be kept around any longer than you should be, wizard. And just in case you are curious about what I'm about to do, let's just say that you would only wish for death to come knocking at your front door," with Moro asking, "What are you about to do?" "What I'm going to do is what the Kai should have done themselves a very long time ago," Beerus says. "Though you were successful in stealing the Angel Rookie's powers and abilities, you will not, however, be successful in your quest of destroying me with it. If you are to be set free or allowed to live," Beerus says, "then you could actually pose a much greater threat to this universe than you already are. And I cannot allow for you to climb any higher in power than you are now. This here goes beyond death. You will be erased, forever to be forgotten and never to return to this or any other world ever again. Your lack of experience of using Ultra Instinct was your first mistake, and therefore, I cannot allow for you to live long enough to use it. You were a good challenge for the time being, and you certainly appeared as though you had the edge, but let's not kid ourselves here. I am far beyond you, and you know it to be true," Beerus responds. "Hey Whis, is this it?" Goku asks. "Is it really over? Will Lord Beerus really go through with this?" "Well, unless Moro has a few more tricks up his sleeve, then this fight is as good as done, Goku. However, it's never truly over unless it's over, so let's watch and see if Lord Beerus finishes him, or if there's more to Moro than what we see." As with both Whis and Goku now shown patiently waiting and seeing what Beerus' next move was going to be, it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of Ultra Instinct Moro vs. Beerus Manga Chapter number 2 special then comes to a close. Now this is it. Beerus now has the ultimate opportunity right in front of him to forever once and for all finally get rid of Moro by Hakkaiing him, but even with all of the odds being stacked in Beerus' favor, it was as Whis had said that it's never truly over until it's finally over, which ultimately now begs the million-dollar question on if whether or not Beerus is actually going to go through with this in erasing Moro once and for all, or if Moro to some extent, somehow, in some way is going to be able to find a way out of this. If he doesn't, and he doesn't end up finding one soon, then this could spell the end of Moro. As again, I do want to thank you all so much for your time. Thank you all so much for watching, in which we are going to have a massive like goal for this video before we end up reaching the finale, which to that right now, in order for us to reach the final chapter of Beerus vs. Moro, the like goal for this video is simply put going to be 10,000 likes. A very easy like goal to achieve, because all you guys really have to do is scroll on down below and give this video a big fat thumbs up right now by smashing that like button, and that's essentially it. So once again, thank you all so much for being here, thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for your time. Tune back in for more, tune back in for the finale, and with that said, I'm going to be seeing each and every single one of you down in the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy guys, and have a great day. Peace!
Hello! Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi!
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.